Hey guys, right now I'm going to give you the rundown on writing in Wonders. When you're in your plan, the writing piece is located under the Green Language Arts, Whole Group Language Arts area. There are three types of writing in Wonders: writing to sources, grammar, and genre writing. When you're looking at your plan, the writing to sources is going to just be labeled writing. And this is where you are really writing just about what you're reading each week. Each week there's a writing fluency piece on day one, and then the rest are just writing workshops where you get a little lesson on traits, and you also may have a graphic organizer and sample pieces and then practice. For grammar, it's just labeled grammar, and it will give you the little rundown of what the skill is each week. And the writing process is the genre writing, or your longer pieces. So for each unit in Wonders, there are two longer writing process pieces that last 3 weeks each. And if you have your planner core pathway on, that's going to get grayed out. So you might be missing that if you have your core pathway on and you're not paying attention. So I'm going to turn this back off here so that we can see. One thing to be on the lookout for is on the second day of each week for writing. If I click on that, there's usually a little writing traits exercise that you might want to pay attention to or look out for. If I go back here, for the writing process pieces, this is delivered typically through a what they call writing workshop. And they don't break it out each week. They just give you the whole rundown on what you're supposed to do for the entire piece. So that would be your entire 3 weeks worth of writing is all just listed here. And if I scroll back up, here's my writing workshop. I can assign it to the kids, but it doesn't really work on the iPads. So you may want to do this as a whole class, this first part, because the first part, there's a guided model where you can go through. You can press these little highlights and you can get an explanation of the writing process and some instruction. And there's also an interactive model that asks you to sort of break down the piece. Now, if you needed to, you could get a printable version of this just by pressing Printable Workshop up here at the top. It'll create a PDF file for you that you can either open or save. And then it gives you the whole process in the writer's process. And you could take this and you could convert it to something that we use either through handouts or PowerPoint or Word Docs or Google Docs. So all of those would be options for you to use instead of that. Now, if you need to see what we're doing or what resources are available for the whole week, if you go to your main page and you press Teach, and then you click this week's resources, you can filter that out by Whole Group Language Arts. And then these would be all of the language arts pieces that you may be using that week, including any grammar daily practice with sentence correction, interactives, your little word choice, for example here, writing traits lesson. So there's lots of things that you can kind of navigate through if you need to see all of your language arts resources all in one place. So that's the basic breakdown of quickly how to get into your writing and see where all the resources are.